Welcome to another Sigmalive Hangout. Today we have with us Chance Sullivan from the American Embassy, who's going to be speaking to us about Earth Day. Welcome, Chance. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
So let's talk about a little bit about Earth Day. Why do you think it's so important with climate change and with the Paris talks that have happened? What's the importance about Earth Day and greening?
Well, sure. Well, thanks again for having me here. Earth Day is very important. It started back in 1970, 46 years ago, to recognize environmental issues. But it's incredibly important today as a result of the global warming. And with as you mentioned, the Paris climate change agreement that's being signed today in New York by Secretary John Kerry and several other world leaders, the goal of that agreement is to address global warming, to keep global warming down to 2 degrees Celsius or less. And the reason that's important is the scientists have determined that any global warming increases above 2 degrees Celsius will be catastrophic to life here on Earth.
So let's bring this a little bit more local, I think. So you work at the U.S. Embassy. Can you tell us a little bit about what the embassy does to take care of making sure that they're green enough and that they're reducing their carbon output?
Sure. I'm the management officer at the U.S. Embassy, and part of my responsibilities there are the management of the facilities. And there's President Obama has mandated that all government facilities become more green, become more environmentally conscious, and reduce our carbon emissions. And through Secretary John Kerry, we've implemented a program, an eco-diplomacy program it's called, and specifically a greening diplomacy initiative in which there's several projects and initiatives to reduce our embassy's impact on the local environments of wherever they're located. So here in Cyprus we have a lot of programs to reduce our impact on the local environment. Those include solar panels. We have solar water heating, turn it off campaigns where we encourage our staff to turn off the lights and reduce electricity consumption, both at the embassy and at their residences.
Mm-hmm. And so how really are our staff members sort of encouraged to take part in this greening program? What do you guys offer other sort of programs that they can partake in at the embassy that are easy for them to cut out carbon emissions?
Well, sure. Well, Ambassador Doherty, we had a town hall meeting with Ambassador Doherty just last week where she listed climate change as one of our top priorities and challenged all of the staff to do more in reducing our impact on the environment locally here in Cyprus. We have a local green team, as do most of our embassies around the world. But our local green team comes up with ideas on how we can be better stewards of our environment. Our green team has implemented a recycling program, encourage people to commute to work more economically, environmentally, walk to work or carpool or bicycle. They suggested that we install a bike rack, and we've just done that this week.
Oh. And so, how does the recycling program at the embassy work? I find it kind of interesting. You guys have started a recycling program. So, do you guys have special bins, collections? How does it happen?
Of course, yes. We've everybody's. I have a special box under my desk where I put any papers that that we can recycle. And first off, we try to use less paper in the first place, so as not to need to recycle it. But we have receptacles for paper, plastic, aluminum cans, all the things that are recyclable here in Cyprus. And several months ago, we had representatives from Green Dot provide a presentation to our staff on how to better recycle at the office and at home. So we're fully participating in that program.
Mm-hmm. And I see that you guys are also very involved in the local sort of scene. I see that you guys have organized sort of beach cleanups here. How did those go?
We get pretty good participation from the embassy community as well as from the local community at large. We love the beaches here in Cyprus. They're beautiful, and we want to do our part in keeping them clean.
And so, which areas have you guys really concentrated on sort of going to help clean up in the coastal areas? Like, have you guys gone down to Larnaca or?
Yes, we've been to the beaches in Larnaca, Limassol. This has been going on for several years. So we're going to tomorrow. We're going to Limassol, to a beach near Limassol to clean up. But we've varied the geography of Cyprus to clean up to help clean up several beaches.
And then, so I see you guys are, water is really a key resource in Cyprus. How do you guys conserve your water at the embassy? Because there's always cuts to the water here.
Good question, and that's important to us as well. We do want to be a good neighbor here in Cyprus, and water, reducing our water usage is important. Last year, we changed our landscaping at the embassy to significantly reduce the water needed for irrigation, and removed a lot of grass. But we also, currently have a renovation project going where we're installing more water efficient toilets and water fixtures in our restrooms at the embassy. And we encourage people to use water wisely at home also.
And so I also see here that you guys have been doing a green sort of cleaning supplies at the embassy and things like that, which is interesting because I was just wondering why is it really so important that people get on board with using organic, biologically safe materials to clean their homes with, or even the embassy with?
Well, there's several reasons for that. One of them is water. What we put down the drain gets put back into the water system. So we want to make sure that we're not putting pollutants into the water system. But additionally, there are other reasons, health reasons for using less chemically offensive cleaning materials.
Mm-hmm. And how can people get more involved in learning about being environmentally friendly? And is there something that we can do to get more involved with this?
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of information on the internet on how to be more green, but there's a lot of little things that we can do. Turn the lights off, reduce our plastic use, use reusable bags for the grocery store, multitude of things. Walk to work if you can. There's a lot of information out there, and I encourage people to get out there and learn it and be green.
And then, so for specifically for the embassy, do you guys have some sort of advising for to the staff about how they can better be green? Notes, seminars, something.
Without doubt, yes. We have our green team puts out notices frequently on green tips on how to reduce water usage, how to better use electrical utilities at home so as to reduce consumption. For instance, we're trying to encourage people to hang their clothes to dry versus using the electric dryer. That consumes, the electric dryers consume quite a bit of electricity. So all these little things matter.
Mm-hmm. At the embassy, what other initiatives have you been planning? Are there any other initiatives that you guys plan on running to keep it green or to spread this message of greening?
Yes, we've got a really big project that'll be coming on later this year. We'll be implementing solar panels that will produce electricity. In addition, we'll to some new lighting LED lighting that will reduce our electricity consumption, as well as a new air conditioning system. This will be it's about a $2 million project that will eventually save about 500,000 kilograms of carbon per year. So we're really excited about that project.
That sounds really great, and it's really great to hear that you guys are taking initiatives to keep the embassy environmentally friendly and to honor Earth Day in such a green way. It's been a pleasure having you here. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.